Okay, the team up is coming. The team up of maybe One Piece is coming. Oh, chapter 1075. So, chapter 1075, and if you don't know, basically, Luffy and Zoro are watching Kaku and Lucci, right? But what we find out in this volume, or what happens in this volume, is the Seraphims start attacking everybody. And the Vagapunks are like trying to order them, hey man, stop. Stop it, don't, hey, whoa, whoa, whoa. They're not listening. And we're informed that, I guess, another Vagapunk has to have ordered them to attack them. Is it the original Vagapunk? Is it the person that we're looking for? Is it Dr. Vagapunk himself that are ordering these Seraphims? Or is my memory, because, hey, if you guys have watched any of these videos, I don't have the greatest of memory. That's kind of why I really like reading the chapter, not thinking too much about it, turning on this camera, and hopefully you guys find this, you know, entertaining, or at least enjoy watching me or talking in the comments down below with me. Because I don't know, that's the fun part of reading, especially a story like One Piece, and especially reading so much with you guys. Like, it's so fun to me. So I could absolutely have bad memory. Let me know. Obviously, Bonnie is dealing with the Kuma stuff, which I honestly thought we were going to get a Kuma flashback in this chapter, and it turned out I was completely wrong. It has nothing to do with the story that's going on with that. But something better happened. I'm coming in closer. Are we about to see the team up of the two strongest CP0 members with Luffy and Zoro? Also, their faces when, you know, Lucci's like, hey, we would be better without these handcuffs. And then Oda obviously drew them as the classic face that we have seen multiple times throughout this series. But it's still so good when that pops up. But if you want to talk about a twist, who saw that? That's what I want to know. Leave in the comments down below if you were like, you know what I saw coming? Lucci and Kaku, Luffy and Zoro team up. I saw that coming. Did you really see that coming? I sure did not see that coming. And even Frankie kind of, I feel like that was Oda's way of telling us, like, that Egghead Island, or the Egghead Arc, or whatever you want to call it, is going to be, is who saw this twist coming? When Frankie says that, it kind of really solidifies what's been going on in One Piece so far. Because if we had a bingo card for One Piece things, you know what would not be on there? A CP0 team up. That would not, there's no way. There's no way I would have had that on my bingo card. And that is how this chapter ends. So really what I want to get on this camera and talk about is, what could this mean? What could a CP0 team up mean for Luffy, the Straw Hats, the story in general? Do we think they're going to team up? That's the first question. And I do. I really, really do believe that Lucci, because he is in the awakened state, we saw that already. And Kaku, we've seen him. Honestly, if Stussy wouldn't have like turned on him, it would have been a really good fight, right? The second big important question, do they turn on him? After all this is said and done, or maybe during the battle, do Lucci and Kaku turn on him? 100%, right? There's no way they don't do that. There's no way they don't do that. Think about the characters that they have become, right? Lucci in this arc was like, I'm going to hunt Luffy down to the ends of the earth, basically. There's no way that he doesn't turn on him. There's no way that at the end of this kind of team up, that Lucci's like, I understand who you are, Luffy. I get you as a person and kind of what you want to achieve. Let's become, not allies, but, you know, let's kind of split our separate ways. That character doesn't do that. The third question, do you think the actual Seraphim battle doesn't really take too long? And then we finally get to see the Luffy-Lucci rematch and Zoro and Kaku. Do we see that? Because that is the one that I want. That rematch I want to see so badly. There's a lot of other things I want to see in One Piece, but it's up there on the list because their fights have been so good. And I feel like we can really see a really fun battle between those two, and especially Zoro and Kaku. Like, I think that's how it's going to go, right? They kind of hold off the Seraphim. Something happens. Maybe one of the Vegapunks can finally get one of their orders through to him and kind of can stop all of this. And then, after Luffy and Zoro kind of uncuffed Lucci and Kaku to battle this Seraphim, then the order goes through, right? And the Seraphim stop their attacks. Lucci doesn't want to go back into handcuffs, right? That's not how that ends. That's not how Lucci's like, yes, put me back in handcuffs, please. Thank you. Oh my God, I've been waiting to be put back in handcuffs. Thanks. That's not how that goes. And then we get to see that rematch, and boy, oh, yes, oh yes, that fight is, oh boy, it's gonna be very exciting. I honestly think the third scenario, the third question, is kind of how that's going to play out. There's kind of no other way for that to play out. But obviously, my favorite part of all this is, what do you think of like my scenarios or questions? What do you think is going to happen with this team up? Do you actually think this team up is going to happen in the next chapter or very soon in One Piece? And what were your thoughts on chapter 1075? Like I said, not much happened to me, but maybe obviously I missed some things. Let me know in the comments down below. And as always, thank you for watching the end of the video. It means the world to me. And if you're having a bad day, I hope it gets better. If you're having a good day, I hope it becomes fantastic. I'll see you next time.